You're watching 13 News, Kansas News Leader.
Well, we can't stop it, and as time moves forward into New Year's, things do change. Dave Kendall, formerly of Channel 11's Sunflower Journeys for more than a quarter of a century, begins a new journey to feature the beauty and reality of the Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve as it's celebrating its 20th anniversary. And that's in a special that WIBW TV we will be featuring later on this year. Now, Dave is also going to join me every month on the Red Couch to track the progress of his work of art. We welcome Dave Kendall to the Red Couch.
Thank you, Ralph.
Dave, good to see you.
Yeah.
First things first, okay, you are not doing, you're not producing any more Sunflower Journeys.
No,
right?
the journeys continue. They just finished their 28th season here recently, I believe.
Will they still be showing them on KTWU?
They are, and I think they get into reruns here shortly, so they'll be seeing me on camera still from previous seasons.
That's right. And how familiar is his face? You say with the hat on, people recognize you right away.
It is kind of a tip-off, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
But we'll still be seeing, you could sit at home and watch Sunflower Journeys like the rest of us. So tell me more about the new project you're working on.
Well, you know, I've thought for years about doing something on the Flint Hills, and this ended up being a good time to do it. Flint Hills is a big region. It goes from Oklahoma to Nebraska, and it goes a long way east to west, too. So it's a big area, and it's kind of how do you put that into focus? Well, sometimes you can focus by getting on a particular part of the Flint Hills. So in this case, the Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve in Chase County becomes the focus of our project.
You're focusing, you're focusing on Chase County.
Right.
And let's roll some of this beautiful video here. This is a sample. This is sort of a preview. Is it any kind of a preview of what we'll see later this year? And describe what we're seeing here.
Well, this is just some shots from the preserve for those who've not been there. It's along 177 between Strong City and Council Grove there, so some people may not have been down there yet, but this is kind of some of the scenes that you get, the visitor center there that people can step into and check out. Some nice displays in there, and an old-style barn and a ranch house headquarters nearby. And they have walking trails, so you can get out and walk into the prairie there. It's almost 11,000 acres, a lot of space to roam and take in some of the scenery there. So, you know, it's something that is kind of a unique place for Kansans to be able to access.
Look
and it's
at
a unique public-private partnership in that it's a National Park Service site, but most of the land is owned by the Nature Conservancy.
I see. When we hit the winter months and this cold weather you just saw Jeremy talk about, does that shut down some of your production work out there?
Well, you know, I get a little bit chilled sometimes myself, and sometimes the equipment doesn't work quite so well when it's this time of year. So, yeah, I tend to do more research and editing this time of year.
There you go. We're with Dave Kendall, formerly of Sunflower Journeys. Is there a name for your project you're working on for us?
Well, we're calling it the Tallgrass Prairie Preserve, a Flint Hills love story.
There it is, right there.
As you can see there. And I'm calling it a love story because people tend to love the Flint Hills. And the story of this particular preserve had people loving it in different ways, and they kind of had some issues they had to work out. And that was 20 years ago now, where they found a way to resolve some issues and bring them together. And people continue to love the Flint Hills, and so this is just an opportunity to take a look at that and to see how it is that they can experience them.
We also got to see your Prairie Hollow Productions. That's the name of your company, prairiehollow.net, and a glimpse of your Facebook page. And so you'll be on with us every month as I said, we're going to chart the progress of how you're doing to getting this program edited and on the air. And people can follow on Facebook as well, Dave?
Right, and that's one thing we'd like people to check us out on Facebook. We've got some short videos we're putting on so people can see the progress we've gone. We've got Nancy Castlebaum's on now, so we did a 2-minute piece with her the other day, and so the number of videos that people can check out and see what's going on.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you in February, Dave Kendall.
Right.
Thank you for that, and we'll let you know when the program will air.